So today I'm going to be showing you how to make this butterfly wing bracelet. This is a design I made myself. It is reversible, but it does look better on the front side. So I have another one. This you can pull apart and you can have holes in the middle, or you can compact it together like this. But this one you can also pull apart and you can just see the holes that are in the middle. So, the supplies you'll need today are one rainbow loom. I put all the base plates on because I like to do that. You're going to need it in the staggered configuration, by the way. You're going to need a hook. I have a crochet hook too, but I'm not going to use this. Going to need a C-clip and 4 colors of bands. For this bracelet, I'll be using red, jelly purple, lime green, and jelly yellow. So let's get started. You're going to want to have your loom in the stagger configuration, just like I said before. And you're going to want to choose your border color. For this, I will be using red for my border. So to start this bracelet, you're going to want to start on this last center peg, or the first center peg, sorry, and you're going to go out to the left. Then you're going to take another band, go out to the right, and we're just creating a simple border. Sorry, I had to move stuff out of the way. You're going to go up on the left and up on the right. You're just going to do this until you get to the last, or to the second to last pegs. So until you get to here and here, you're going to stop there, and then we'll just turn in. So you just go up the loom, and I'll be back once I've finished with both sides. Okay, so now I've reached the last 2 pegs on either side, and this is really simple. You're just going to take one band, go in from the bottom, or from the second to last left into the center, and close it off from the right to the center. So now your figure should be a closed shape, like this. Now we're going to start placing some of our inside bands. So the placing of this isn't really that hard. It's actually pretty simple. So for the first placement of the inside bands, I'm going to be using jelly purple. You're only going to use one band at a time. I just hold them like 2 or 3 at a time because it makes it easier to place. So you're going to take one single band. Don't look at this, just one single band from the left into the center, from the first left into the second center. Then you're going to take a band from the second, or from the first right into the second center. Sorry, my words are off today. And you're just going to do this all the way up your loom. So again, you're going to go from the left to the center, and then from the right into the center. Or you can go center to left, center to right, it doesn't matter. I'll show you one more time, and then I'll skip to the end of the loom. Oops. Okay then. Left to right, oh my god, okay, I'm so done with this. Left to center, right to center. You're going to do this up until the second to last center peg. So Second to last center peg is here. That's where you're going to stop. I'll be back when I've finished. So now I've finished placing all of my jelly purple bands, and I placed the last two from the left to the center and from the right to the center. We're not going to place any from this left to the center or this right to the center because the red already kind of does that. So now we'll go back to the beginning of our loom and start placing the next color. For this I'm going to be using green. So this part is pretty simple. It's kind of just the opposite of what we did with the purple. You're going to take it from the center and go out to the left. And again, we're not going to do this here because the red already does that for us. So you're going to go from the center out to the right, like that. So you're creating either an X with the purple or a diamond, like this. So center to the left, push your bands down, center to the right. Oops, I'm gonna put that over the peg. Center to left, center to right. Okay, I'm going to continue doing this until I reach the end of my loom. So as you can see, I've placed my last two green bands from the center out to the left and from the center out to the right, making an X with these purple bands here. Okay, so it's pretty much the opposite of what we did with the purple. And so now we're going to place our last color. So go back to the beginning of your loom, take your last color, which mine is jelly yellow, and you're going to kind of mimic the purple. It's kind of hard to see, but you're going to kind of mimic the purple, but not quite. Going from the left peg up. Instead of going from the left to the center, you're going to the left all the way up to this center. And then you're going to go from the right up to the center. Again, you go from the left, gosh, bands keep popping off, to the center, right to the center. So they're not going to be exactly like your purple, but they are going to point the same direction that your arrow is. So your arrows are pointing away from you, and so are your red, or no, oh my gosh, so are your yellow. Your yellow bands are going to be pointing away from you. So, one more time, left to center, right up to center. I will skip until I reach the last part of this because you can't go all the way up. You're going to stop once you get to here. Okay, so as you can see, I have made my yellow go all the way to this top center peg. So now we've finished placing the bands, so your loom should look like this. And I know it's kind of hard to see the purple, but you can try and see them. So that's what it should look like. Now we're going to rotate your loom so that the arrows are pointing towards you. It's kind of hard to see because my camera is short. So your arrows are pointing towards you. And we did use single bands for this whole bracelet, so just remember that. Then you're going to take your extension color, I'm using red, and you're going to just place a cap band right here. So, actually we're not going to place a cap band, I'm sorry, I forgot. We still have to place one more thing. We have to place the strips in the middle. So rotate your loom around again so that the arrows are pointing away from you. Okay, I'm sorry, I forgot about this. You're going to go from the center up to the second center. And yes, we are doing this on top of all of our other bands. This creates kind of a cap band. However, the regular cap band, just the doubled over version of this, does not look as good as the chain. And I'm going to just continue placing this until I reach the top of my loom. Remember, you're only using single bands. I'm not really going to fast forward here because it doesn't take that long. Oops. Again, I'm really sorry I forgot about this. I always seem to forget about this until I place the cap band. Okay, so now we're going to rotate our looms. Arrows pointing towards us, for real this time. We're now going to place our cap band. We're really actually going to place it. So, you just put it around this last center peg, stretch it out, twist it into a figure 8, and then twist that second part of the figure 8 back over onto the peg so that you can see 2 loops right here. Now we're going to start looping our bands. So to start looping, you're going to go under and grab that top band, which should be the red one. Hopefully it's the red one because we just did it. Going to loop it up to itself, go back in, grab the top red band, loop it up to itself, and continue looping this until you reach the end of your loom. So you're going to just make this single chain to the end of your loom. I'll be back once I've finished. Okay, so now as you can see, I have looped my red all the way up to the top of my loom. Okay, so now we're going to start looping the next part of this. And we're going to start looping these yellow bands. So you're going to go under the cap band, grab that top yellow band, and you're going to loop it up to itself. Going to go back, go back in, grab the next yellow band, and loop it up to itself. Sorry, it's really hard to do this to the camera. Then you're going to go under this red band, which counts as a cap band, grab that next yellow, and loop it out to itself. This is why we made the red chain, because we need to loop the yellows out before we loop any of the other bands out. So I'll show you one last time and then I'll skip until I reach the end. Going to go under the red band, grab the top yellow, pull the top yellow out to itself, go back in, grab the next yellow, pull the next yellow out to itself. You should be seeing these teardrop shapes, and this big gap is starting to form right here, and that is a good sign because the red is going to be your lines in the center. Here, let me show you. So the lines in the center are going to be the same color as your border. Okay, so I will skip until I have loomed all of these yellow bands. Okay, so now I have looped all of these yellow bands up to the top of my loom. And we're going to, well, first I'm going to like push my bands down a little bit, but now we're going to start looping the purple and green bands. Alright, so go back to the very end of your loom, and you're not going to go into this first cap band. You're going to instead go into the second one, and you're going to go under and grab that top band, which should be a green band, and it should loop out and down to the left. So you're going to loop it out to itself, and you're going to go back in, grab that next green band, and loop it out to itself. Okay? Now, we're going to go back into the same cap band and grab that top purple band, and it should loop up to itself. Same with this other purple. I am messing up everything today, I'm so sorry. You're going to loop it to itself. And so now you can see this kind of gap in the middle, and this gap is going to be bigger once we loom out these greens. So you're going to loom the green out to itself. Should be down to the left if you placed them like I did. Then go in, grab the next one, loom it out and down to the right. Take the purple, the top purple, make sure you only grab the one, and loom it out to itself. This might be pretty loose because it's so close and there's not that many bands to hold it in, and loop it out to itself. So now you can see these big gaps here, and these red bands are going to be your cross bands for the center. So you're going to continue with this pattern until you reach the end of the loom. This pattern is very simple, very easy to follow. You're just looping the green and the purple bands out to themselves. So I will skip until I reach the end of my loom. Okay, so now I have looped all of my green and purple out to the sides. You can see there's no bands in here. All we have left to loop is the border. So again, the border is really simple. You just go under the cap band and you grab that top red band, pull it out to itself, go back in, grab the next top band, or the next red band, it's the only one in there, pull it out to itself. Then you'll go into the side under all those bands, grab that very bottom red, and pull it up. Why won't my camera focus? I don't even know why it's not focusing. Okay. You're just going to go all the way under, and then pull it up. So you're just going to create this simple border all the way until you reach the end of your loom. I will show you what it looks like when I get there. Alright, so now I've almost finished looping this. The last part is pretty simple. I'll just turn it sideways right here. So you're going to go under all these bands, grab that last red, and loop it in to the center. And then, it's kind of hard because I'm right-handed. So you go into the other side, grab that red, the very bottom red, and you pull it in to the center. Now we're ready to take this off our loom. So you guys are probably pretty good at this if you've created other bracelets. So you're going to stick your hook under all of those bands, grab your extension color, mine is red, and you're going to pull that band through all of those and hook it back onto the hook. Then you can just pull it off the loom. So I'll go ahead and do that. It's kind of hard to do this because I have jelly bands. Alright, I'll just skip until I pull all this off. So as you can see, I pulled this completely off my loom. You can see the gaps in the middle, and you can see the purple and the green and the yellow, and that's the opposite side. This is the not so pretty side, unless you want to wear it. I mean, it's not my bracelet, so. You can see in the sides that, you probably can't, but it goes red, green, purple, yellow, yellow, green, purple, red, so it's a symmetry thing. I think this looks pretty cool. So I'm going to just create a single chain later. But thank you for watching this video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos. I should be posting more videos because it is summertime and I have nothing to do. So again, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time.